you can't do. That's what he's saying here. Be a person that tries to figure out how you can do it, how you can succeed. The sitting here is a man talking to his son. Wise son make a trust glad father. And so he sees this son mature, and sees him growing up, he sees him getting educated and all this stuff. And so when his parents at some point realized we're not going to be with our kid all their life. We're not going to do that. And so a parent that sees that a kid has prepared themselves in many different ways makes a parent glad. You know, they've laid the foundation, they're building it, and so they're going to succeed in life. They're going to have a good life. But here's something you don't see in this verse tonight. All of it has to do with what kind of a wise son maketh a glad father. But what our parents do for the young person that make the right decision. What is that? Sometimes you look at my Facebook site on Facebook this week. Y'all need to go to it. Sometimes when you start getting feeds, if you click on the subject, they'll be sending those type things. I said this Sunday, you know how I believe it. I think we're doing injustice to people that have to. As I said Sunday morning, I started getting these feeds the other day. I don't want to, but it's about discipline. Kids give illustration. One of them, the black family, little girl, I think evidently, listened to it, figured out. She goes in the room and slams her door. Mad. But Eddie comes in and talks to her 3 times later. He walks over.
How many people are going to break this prison?
He said, we don't really have no time.
They escape successfully and they disappear completely.
And even though
I guess this place is not a high security prison after all.
Because you see,
As you
and
know,
every one of
so
those
we
you'll see
know
that a
how
parent has
weak
a
this
civil
prison is.
conversation with the kid
Why
before they
don't we
do
break
what
it?
they are going to do. All part of discipline. Discipline
Good
is not all
idea.
spanking.
Why didn't I think about that?
But
However,
remember,
Black,
it's good
I
to talk
see no
about why
spot
sons make a
or
glad
any
father
sign
or a
of
proud
how
father.
can they escape from here.
But what is that parent
But I believe
to
it has to
prepare
be
them
somewhere.
to be looked upon as a wise? But a foolish man despises his mother. Little verse was laid
Please! Send me to the prison! Please!
Bible talks about our children as our children now. Our children can be something that we're so proud of. Or when they get that we sometimes are ashamed of. It's all how that child conducts himself. But again, what I see in this verse is what goes on behind the scenes, and that is what is that parent
Is this some kind of a new
doing to
prisoner
make that
clothing
child
trend, officer?
wise. Verse 21.
Thief,
Folly is joy to
kidnapping,
him that is
rape,
destitute of
torture,
wisdom.
murder.
Wisdom
You are the perfect
is
sample
something that is
of the
taught by the
scum of
parents.
the society.
Comes through
Do you
many
want
times
to
through the
know
Word
how
of
I
God.
feel when I was having fun with
But a
Sarah?
man of understanding walketh uprightly. When he talks
She's a
about folly, he's
good
talking
girl.
about foolishness.
In fact, very talented
In
girl.
other words,
She
have
practiced
fun in
singing
life.
every day in the karaoke
Enjoy
room
life.
for her contest. She
But there are
wanted to
times in
win
life
the
you need
award so that she could help
Okay.
her family financially.
There are times you need.
She's so lovely. That's why I
Sometimes
chose
people
her.
don't know how to take me.
I
because
took her
wasn't
to
one
my
myself
house,
as-
played with
as
other
a
girls I
good
owned. I still remember when
And
I
so many
crushed her
people, that's
while
their
forced
opinion,
her
I
to
haven't.
sing a beautiful voice.
But you can
Her
hand
hand
it
was
off.
shaking
There
as I
are
tied
times
her
when
every possible spot I see.
serious.
She struggled in
And there are
tears,
times
crying,
that
and that
may
is the
not mean
most
a lot to
beautiful
you,
voice I
but
have
when you're
ever
dealing
heard.
with other people,
At the end of many years together, I still keep her glove
you
in my
need to take it
house,
serious
clean
because of the way
it
it's
every
affecting
day.
you.
Of course,
So-
me,
Okay.
Know what to do in different
very
situations.
funny
Yes,
officer.
we'll talk more about that too. Verse 22.
Have you
Without
ever considered
counsel,
yourself
purposes
beneficial
or
to
disappointment.
someone?
But in a multitude of counselors, they are established.
You
You've heard me
may
say
never
this
be
at least
beneficial to
10
anyone,
times, Robert.
but today,
I learned this
You
from past
must be
few years
beneficial.
ago. This is something I
at
try to
least
live
for
by.
me,
Seek counsel. Seek counsel. And let me say this, as I
You
think off the
did.
top of my head without
will
thinking
be
about it.
beneficial.
Most of the time when you seek counsel, you try to do it in a tactful way with the people you're seeking counsel from. Sometimes you may need to go up to them
Your
and
look
say,
is
hey,
very
I need
unexpected.
your opinion on this. Okay? But
Because
most
I'm
of the time, that's not a
adorable.
wise thing to do. Because
So
most
you're a
people
human.
have a tendency to tell you
This is
what
my
they
first
think you
time someone called me a
want to hear.
human.
If not a human, what can
Many
you
times
be?
when I counsel with folks at all,
A monster.
and we'll start out talking and stuff like this, I say, now, did you come to me for advice?
Teleportation activated.
Or did you come to me to hear what you want to hear?
Before I die, can I say my
I said,
last
now,
word?
if you came wanting me to say what you want to hear, there's a good chance you
No.
will get upset with me before we get through this discussion.
That's
I said,
unfortunate.
so you
I was
asked me
coming
my
to the
advice on
last
this.
word
I'm not saying I'm
I want to
always
say
right,
for a month just to
but
be
I'm older,
rude
I've
by
got
you.
experience. I like to offer you some advice, and how you act on it is your business. but
Nice
I
to
like
meet
what we
you,
think.
officer.
Nice
so-
to meet you.
Always, you're never too old.
Teleportation
to
started.
be
3,
careful about that
2,
when you're making
1.
a decision in life. Talk to me about it. Notice, but in the multitude of counselors, they are established. Everybody knows something that you don't know. Like Kyle's used to teach us this. He'd say, everybody knows something that you don't know.
Are you
But
alright?
everybody is my teacher.
Why are you so bad at
That's the
badminton?
truth.
I'm trying my best,
I
you
don't
know.
care who you are,
I think you
what
should
area
get
of
a
your
rest,
life,
Abby.
whether it be a husband, a wife, a parent, an employee, or whatever. Somebody knows something that you don't know.
The SID experiment result has been received.
So again, many times when I'm seeking counsel, again, there are times I'll say, hey, what do you think about this? But there are times, I don't want to
This is such a beautiful place. I can feel every single thing of it.
Extremely
and
damage
have that
detected.
discussion over with.
I guess I need to add more layer or I will change the murderer of the city.
Extreme
Maybe
damage
I'm
detected.
One step farther to another universe.
Corrosion damage detected.
Now, what can you do when you see counsel?
Experience damage. Communication damage.
It hurts greater and greater.
I've already talked fast about it.
Is that Earth?
Because now Jerry's going down. And so Jerry probably not the directions that he really like to do. But to me, one of the most important things that we see as we go through the book of Proverbs is the thing about
This is not earth, you fool.
seeking counsel. They used to tell many years ago, I don't do it as much now, but
Time
many years
for
ago,
another
I
astronaut.
tell them we had a lot of young parents here. I say, you pick out parents in this church that kids have done good, turned out right. You find out some parenting skills that they use very well. Learn something from those parents. Don't try to do it on your own, because parenting is something that we have to learn. And most of the time our kids are grown by the time we learn a few things about parenting. But whatever it is in life, if you see somebody that's succeeded in that area or stuff like that, verse 23. A man has joy by the answer of the word spoken. How good it is. A man has there are times you just need to be honest with folks. Say, I don't know. Well, kids in this church, look, had cancer, good athletes, still in high school. I called his name over here, no, gave his parents a and so, they thought they got the cancer, but they found out last week cancer spread. And so, he started chemotherapy. This is kids always. So he's dead. I said, would you put it there? If you found out we got chemotherapy, go for it. Because you never know. The thoughts for 60-year-old kids that cancer has spread. So, we're going to find out again. We need to think about it. So what I'm doing, do they? So, There are some situations that are so serious. Before you talk, think about it. And this is a situation. You are not allowed to speak! Because our answers can bring hope to folks. Our answers can bring joy to folks. And so, our answers have a great deal to do with how people are going to have a life to do what's not going to the way of life is broken that you may be part feel that you know. You look at different commentaries on this, he's talking about, the way of life. People make the right decision to accept Christ and follow Christ and all that stuff. That way of life is good for everyone. Otherwise, that's but the way of life is good. Those people that put to practice practical things like we've studied how to answer, how not to answer, how to cultivate love and all that. This life, that type of life will ascend. It'll build. But people that don't practice wisdom have been taught wisdom. They're like, come on, these things. And I think one of us have seen examples of people that make wise decisions in life. They try to do the right thing. They keep doing what they think is right. The others that don't live a life of wisdom, they seem like they're always the Lord will destroy the house of the proud, but he will establish the border of the widow. The widow here is the humble person, the poor person. Again, I'm always not politics like some preachers do, but the Lord will destroy the house of the proud is people that they don't need it. They do it themselves. People need to realize that you will never get to a point in your life that you don't need others. You don't need God. But think of people that you know. They won't tell you that, but the way they live their life, they don't need God. I mean, the church is not interested in it. They don't read the stuff that goes on in church. You see, people who live their lives sort of isolated. They don't need people. That's what being proud is. And again, they may tell you they're proud and so forth, but the way they live their life, they don't need God. They don't need people. But the will here is a person that is humble. For her to survive, she needs people. For her to survive, she needs God. And so she lives her life trying to develop relationships not only with God, but relationships with people. And so, if you catch yourself, and I hear it more and more these days and times, I just don't want to be around people. It's a bad decision to make. Now, people will cause us to be that way if we're not careful.
Being so much
I think it's all part of the devil to try to destroy you because you're the one that's going to suffer
to get
for
away
it
from
at
consequences.
some time in life.
Money, power, or even just plain
So,
old good old
trying to
fun.
create,
We
maintain
always find a
relationships
reason
with
to
other
beat each
people,
other's brains out.
and also God.
Kill
Verse
and hide.
26.
It's always the same.
The thoughts of the wicked are an abomination to the Lord, but the words of the pure are
I
pleasant.
lay myself to rest, knowing that this
Oh,
world
dear
is
Lord.
nothing but a puppet theater, providing hiding.
Every action you take,
the wretched ones, mask wearing,
you
all
think
of
about
them.
it first.
It sure as hell was about time that someone tears it all
Most
out
of
their
us
pathetic
mess it
faces.
up because we don't take
Sometimes
action
the enemy falls
when improper
due to a
thoughts
fatal
are
mistake
there.
they made with their own moves.
I get in trouble with
Sometimes
it
the enemy
all.
himself chooses his own fate without
It's just the way
knowing.
your brain works.
They,
In order to do something, you got to
they
think.
have chosen me.
And we would be so wise that when we have these thoughts, saying, I want to say that. I want to do that. But you will never control your thoughts until you think about consequences.
Why,
That's it, Sunday
hello,
morning.
neighbor.
Our kids need to know there's consequences for their actions.
Well,
So,
I'm just a
they
neighbor
did
who
the
just
same thing.
moved here about 2 days. My name is Kling, by the way.
Gotta, as they say, nip it
What
in
do
the
you
bud.
want?
Well, I just wanted to greet myself to the other neighbors around this block.
I've said in my
And
office,
you must be Andy.
usually I pretty well know what direction I'm
So?
going to go Sunday
How
morning
do
when
you
I'm
know me?
through after this.
Oh,
I know what
silly
direction I'm going to
me.
go the following Sunday.
You see,
I call
I
it
am a
having
close
a feel
friend of
for the
Stacy,
people.
and she has been talking about you a lot.
And so
Really?
I'll think of a subject matter or something, and then I'll start to put it down. And then I spend a day or two thinking about it.
Mm-hmm. Say, I was wondering if you would love to have dinner with me this afternoon. If you have time, of course.
No, I'm busy with my project. Sorry.
Maybe tomorrow then? Or perhaps next week if you like.
But
Alright.
I've tried.
Well, that's great, Andy.
I've
See you
tried to
tomorrow
buy
then.
my time up myself some time. Think of it. Now again, I'm talking to myself, but many times in dealing with people, I don't do that as I should. But in other situations in which I
Your
have some
house
time,
bigger than I expect.
Why, thank you. I bought
jotted
this house with
something
my
down in my
hard-earned
notebook.
money, you see.
maybe I'll leave church and I'll get home, or maybe on the way home I'll think, I don't know,
Ooh, food look tasty.
Indeed.
Way to explain.
I'm a good chef, I must admit.
Thank you. I told you a while back, I preached a sermon back probably a year
Your
ago.
smile
The
look
sermon was
like
thank-
work.
Thank you.
Oh?
I was walking off the
Well,
stage right
thank
here,
you,
somebody walks
Andy.
up and says, what was the purpose of that sermon today? I said, thank. Just
So,
Thank-
how are you
before we
today,
had-
Andy?
Good.
Well, that's
think
good to hear.
about what God's done for us. Think about what He's going to do for us.
You seem to be an interesting Malino, I must say.
We would be more thankful
Again?
Yeah.
if we just think.
How long have
So-
you been friends with Steffi?
I think 4 or 5 years.
Because
See,
He knows
me and
their
her
thoughts
talked a
will
little,
eventually
but then we
lead to
talked
action.
more and more and got to know each
That's
other.
reason it's
That's simple.
abomination to it. Just like God hates them.
How did I never
Abomination
meet
is
you
something
when
God
she's my
dislikes,
own
God
wife?
hates. So
I'm
God
getting
sees these
curious.
thoughts.
Well, she said that you were
So I hate
often
that.
busy
Not
with
the
work,
individual,
so she couldn't talk to
but I
you
hate
about
that.
me.
So, I
So-
didn't know you for like 5 entire
Let's just
years.
think sometime. I'm not
Well,
gonna wait.
again, I'm
Let's
really
pray.
workaholic.
Father, we thank you for our time together.
Yeah, I would bet.
Thank you for your word. These are just
Say,
simple
wanna watch
little
films?
things.
I have Netflix.
If we're not
I
careful,
think
then
so. Okay?
why do we need that?
Alrighty then, let's go.
All we gotta do is get out in public and mix and mingle. find out that some people are so some people are always victims. Some people don't know how to encourage.
Hey, let's watch this
themselves
one.
and
It's
promote
pretty
their
hilarious.
sexual individuals. I could go on now.
I want to watch the whole thing.
Well, you see, I have the controller right now, and I'm the one who picks movies.
But to help us enjoy life and enjoy people and
Come
for
on,
people
Andy,
to
laugh
enjoy
at this.
us. Or is it people that
But I have no head.
Come on, man.
talk about this stuff. Really, it's not because it's Hey,
Don't make me shock you, Andy.
What do you mean that you will shock me?
Oh, sorry. It's just that I have a different sense of humor, you see. Well, do what you do then, Andy. Anyways, I gotta go to the bathroom quick. Be right back.
This guy know my secret.
Going somewhere?
Sleep now, Andy.
You fucker!
Now, Andy. No need to be defensive. Since you already figured it out, I know everything about you and your little secrets.
What do you mean, Kling? Listen, Kling. You're misunderstanding. I'm not doing this for fun.
Oh, really?
Do you really lie that humans try to invade us? Listen, your enemy is not me. I need this experiment. Listen, we are the army that try to invade human back. There's one time that pink rabbit flying on the sky, shooting our army. They are completely destroyed by that pink rabbit. And we don't know what is that thing. So one time they try to fight a pink rabbit again. We can tell how strong it is. That's why we capture a pink rabbit and have an experiment to it. But it's turned out it's just a weak, useless Malino. We need the strongest species. What you do right now is not gonna help you anything. Even if I die, someone else will replace me. I already accept my own death. I may start on my work. You just gonna make our army even more persistent in hunting you down. You fool!
Oh, that's rich. If you really wanted to destroy the humanity, you could have just built a bunch of robots, you miserable little fuckwit.
I'm not even a leader of this project. You retarded. You think you know a lot, but the truth is, you know nothing.
Oh, I know you aren't. That's why you're here, silly Billy. Now tell me who the leader is.
Oh, this is a way to torture you bad. No, I will not tell you.
Well, I guess Plan B will come in handy.
Wait, you piece of shit! You are no different than me! She had nothing to do with this! You piece of shit!
Now here is what's going to happen. If you tell me, she lives. If not, well, you get to see her burn.
Alright. Don't hurt her. She's not involved. My leader is Polybus. He's the head of the army in this country.
Now that name sounds fun. And I don't even believe it, you stupid motherfucker.
Just leave her alone. And what are you going to do with military anyway?
Well, not alone, of course.
Killing them? You have no chance.
Also, here is one fact for you today. And the fact is hilarious, Andy. You should hear it. She also knows about your secret. That was a hell of a day. I sure need a drink after this. No, don't kill people. That's an unforgiving thing to do. If I were to say this amongst a bunch of people somewhere in a pub, they'll praise me. If I were here to say this on a live battlefield where every single second is a moment of departure from life for someone unlucky enough to have become a pawn of the state, then the same ones will probably tell me to shut the fuck up and keep shooting. Funny, isn't it? It sure is something, the process of killing. You take every single thing from your victim. You deny them any chance to ever have something as well. You just makes them disappear. Rewrite them as non-existent. Maybe someone will remember them. Maybe someone might even mourn over them. But in the end, they're just as dead. And the same hell as before goes on and on and on and on. They tried to do the same thing to me. They tried to do so badly to get rid of me. But I'm still here, aren't I? Just why did those fuckers think it'd be a good idea not to be extra sure? Did you really have to save the last bullet? Now, look where we are now. Your fault, not mine. Maybe they just aren't trained enough when it comes to lethal force. Well, that's no problem. I'll teach them. I'll teach every last one of them until there's nothing left.
Just in time, I found you just in time. Before you came, my time was running low. I was lost, the losing dice were tossed. My bridges all were crossed, nowhere to go. Now you're here, and now I know just where I'm going. No more doubt or fear, I found my way. For love came just in time. You found me just in time and changed my lonely